Busan is a vibrant coastal city situated on the southeastern tip of the Korean peninsula. It's South Korea's second largest, and I visited this unique city towards the end of my travels throughout the country. The beautiful waterfront combined with slick skyscrapers and traditional markets, it was a city I took my time searching out and discovering with ease. For this video, I mainly compiled a list of things to see and do around the city for first-time visitors. Welcome to Busan. One of the first things I did was visit Busan Market, a huge hub renowned for its fresh seafood and lively open-air stalls. It isn't just a place to shop and eat, but it's more of an inside look into the heart of Busan's daily life. Seafood is king here, and you can usually find exactly what you're looking for, even the weird things. I gotta give it up to the variety of incredible Korean food I tried around Busan. Every dish just blends really well together, and I noticed there's more focus on street food here than elsewhere in Korea. You really just want to try everything all at once, from kimbaps to skewers to hot dogs. There's two main stretches of beach in Busan, and the one I really liked is Hyundai Beach. It's very well laid out with golden sand and these three signature skyscrapers in the background that frame the coastline perfectly. It's also a hotspot for street performers who like to come out and perform in the late evenings. And while it's not technically a tourist attraction, the nearby Zenith Apartments are quite an architectural marvel. They overlook the bay and obviously cater to the ultra-rich. I think there are over 1,700 apartment units here, and no matter how you look at it, it's a visually appealing and recognizable landmark in Busan skyline. The Hyundai Blue Line Park is worth checking out, simply for the novelty of riding in these adorable capsules on the monorail by the sea. There's a walking track just beside the rail where the little cars move, and it's become a popular activity simply for the experience and to take in some pretty epic views. Gyeonggi is the other beach in Busan. I didn't really spend much time here, but did attend the weekend nightly drone show. It really pulls people in to watch some mesmerizing formations being built by these tiny aerial drones that ultimately becomes a breathtaking performance. Busan has quite a bit of nightlife, and the district I was constantly drawn to is Somon. It's further north from the water, but it's fun to explore and see where the night takes you. It's actually pretty easy to get lost here, as the streets and alleyways intersect at random points. Busan Citizens Park is a great place to unwind from city life, with a variety of themed gardens and walking trails. I highly recommend entering the United Nations Memorial Cemetery as well when visiting Busan. This meticulously maintained cemetery serves as the final resting place for soldiers from 16 nations who fought under the UN banner. It's a solemn tribute to those who sacrificed their lives during the Korean War, with each nation being represented respectfully. The Wall of Remembrance, where the names of over 40,000 soldiers from various countries are inscribed, immortalizes their commitment to the cause of peace on the Korean peninsula. This sacred site not only honors the fallen, but also serves as a reminder of the importance of global collaboration and diplomacy for maintaining peace. There's a free nearby museum showing the history of Busan, all the way from its early beginnings to the modern city it has grown into today. I also recommend, if you haven't already, to visit a Korean dry sauna known as a jjimjilbang. I went a little north of the city to find it and wasn't able to film inside for obvious reasons. But once you're done, it's honestly one of the best feelings of pure rejuvenation. For amazing panoramic views of the city, there is a place that completely shows it perfectly. But don't take my word for it, all the locals will agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Busan in Korea. I am Leo's friend and hoster. Let me introduce a really good recommendable place. You have to visit here. There is a Pangang Mountain, which is located at the center of Busan. From the top of the mountain, we can see all the part of night view of Busan.
And he wasn't kidding. Night views here are as stellar as it gets, and unfortunately, I don't have a good night camera to show it properly. But nonetheless, a great place to check off in the evening hours. There's a couple locations outside of Busan I recommend visiting as well. The first is a Buddhist sanctuary that was built in 1376 and has weathered the passage of time. What sets this temple apart is its complex panoramic views of the East Sea and just the overall spiritual and enriching atmosphere at the complex. I've been to so many temples throughout my travels, but I can clearly see how this place is praised as being the most beautiful temple in Korea. It's inviting and laid back, with various Buddha statues placed throughout. I like this place a lot and hope to maybe pay another visit to it in the near future. I took a ride on the Korean railways for the first time and did a day trip about an hour north to the more rural and historically significant cities in Korea. Yongju is a city often referred to as the museum without walls, nestled in a valley surrounded by mountains, and showcases traditional Korean architecture and lifestyle. There are lots of different UNESCO heritage listed sites scattered both inside and outside the perimeter of the city. Everything is exceptionally preserved and pretty straightforward for navigating. The Mounds, located in the center of town, are unique burial sites where rulers and aristocrats were interred. They vary in size and shape, with some resembling keyholes and others taking on more traditional round forms. I call them Korean pyramids, but whatever you do, don't try to climb them unless you're looking to be bankrupt. There are some remnants that are still intact nearby. I didn't get a chance to explore everything, so I wandered through the local streets to get some food and noticed how a lot of brands have already integrated themselves into the classic style of building. There's even a roller coaster amusement park for some reason. My only gripe with this city is that there are a number of things that were put in that just don't make much sense. They're nice to look at and have their place, but I found them to be cliche, and it took me out of the feeling of being in a historic city in the end. Not a criticism, just an observation. Before leaving back to Busan, I paid a visit to the legendary Busan Temple, just a 40-minute bus ride from the main city. It's a temple that's celebrated for its craftsmanship, stunning stone pagodas, and beautiful bridges. A worthwhile place to stop and take a look and have some time to sit down and reflect. So that's my take on the beautiful city of Busan. It was a great way to close out my travels in South Korea, and I hope it gets the attention and recognition it deserves as a growing modern city with great people and plenty of things to do. In my next set of videos, I explore the incredible country of Japan, a truly technologically advanced nation that has a lot going for it, and I can't wait to share my journey across the land of the rising sun with the community. See you next time.